Hi, my name is Filip and I'm working as an assistant core manager here in the Four Seasons Gresham Palace here in Budapest. I started off my career within hospitality as working as a stewarding and waiter in a small bed and breakfast in Sweden on the west coast. This got me the feeling of hospitality and its life and its culture, and I subsequently wanted to study hospitality, and this took me to Switzerland, where I was fortunate enough to study for 3 years and achieved a bachelor in business administration within hospitality management. During my three years there as well, I managed to get 2 internships as part of my program. So, first one I did in sandals in St. Lucia, a resort in the Caribbean, where I was working in their several different food and beverage facilities, from restaurants, bars, for 6 months. For my second internship, I moved to London and worked at the Mayfair Hotel for another 6 months, but on this occasion I decided that I wanted to try a different department, so I moved to rooms and was a receptionist agent for 6 months to provide me a different kind of experience. This later on, after finishing my degree and receiving my diploma, I was fortunate enough employed by the very prestigious hotel, Savoy Hotel in London, where I started off as a receptionist and was there for 3 years, and then worked my way up to become a chef de brigade or a reception supervisor. Upon then deciding to leave London, as my other half decided and wanted to move back home to Budapest, so I followed suit, as any other would do as well. For the first beginning year I was here, I worked for a brief time within Brodyland and their membership club to give me a different kind of experience, but I felt shortly that I wanted to return to the 5-star luxury hotel, so I was fortunate enough to, in 2019, be employed as an assistant front desk manager here at the Four Seasons Gresham Palace. And then, as of last year, I was promoted and moved up into the core department, which is a merge of our reservations and operators teams. So I'm there now as of last year as a assistant core manager. Otherwise, over the past year, I started off last year revamping and reworking our guest return program with one of my colleagues. We wanted to reinvent and change some things for our milestones and things we offer for our very loyal and return guests. So it's an exciting project to see how we could update and refresh some of this. As well, later on last year, I've revamped and reworked also the incentive program we've had with our reservations team after it being on a hiatus status or due to the pandemic, and it has proved to be a very refreshing new program incentive with clearer guidelines and framework and goals, and so far we have achieved some really amazing results with this new incentive that's been proven to be very popular and good for the team. Otherwise as well, what I find important is of course to creating a comfortable environment for colleagues and new generation all alike. I think it's something I strive to do on a daily basis, and I hope my colleagues think the same of me on this. I think it's also very good to work closely with them and work together on how to overcome and further develop. And also I think there's a proof on this. There's a very good interview by the professional speaker Simon Sinek. He's speaking of experience in a different Four Seasons hotel on how to foster great work relationships with colleagues alike. So this is something I'm working on and striving and hoping to further achieve.